Jack Whelan and Sam Fitzsimmons. You're going to be kind enough to stay with us for this one, but I just want one final question on the match you've just played. How would you rate your break? Because I feel like it's always a talking point. Is the break working for you? Because when you get your chances, you can be so destructive.
Yeah, I potted the ball every break, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Simon's broke the break. Great there.
We got 2 big breakers in this match with Jack Whelan and Simon Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, and that could be the difference between winning and losing this match. Both have massive breaks, both very talented. Don't think you're going to see too many mistakes in this match.
Yeah, Jack's been going very well here in event 2. Quite destructive the way he's played. At one stage I think he won 13 straight frames. Might have been 14 actually. And he's playing some really good stuff, breaking really well, giving himself lots of opportunities.
Yeah, I think this is the correct ball to take, and then you can either play the plant and open the yellows, or cut the yellow in the middle and try and hit the yellow that's between the red and the other yellow. Doesn't want to hit the red really. Perfect. Well, I say perfect, it isn't. May see Jack pot the one in the middle if it goes past the red. I'm not sure it does.
I think it does sneak in.
It's been a little unfortunate actually, because the yellow that's below the cue ball, that's his problem ball. Nicely played there from Jack. Just got to be a little bit careful now. For me, you really want to leave this short once you've played this shot. Leave the short plant, therefore you can get the cue ball away from the cushion. That's no good. That is not a good shot from Jack there. He's left himself no shot whatsoever. Yeah, I'll be very disappointed with that one. Especially with somebody of Jack's experience, class.
Yeah.
He's won a lot of big tournaments, former world champion.
And he didn't try and get it any lower really, the way he played that. He must have just felt he was on the right line, but if that's the line he's on, then he can play it firmer, or he can try and check it down lower, although that's a hard shot to play on these tables.
Yeah, he's been watching me a little bit. He's doing what I do. Does he know the actual system though? I think he's 50-50 to pot this ball in the corner pocket. If he hits it hard, it's going to be more difficult. You've just got to roll it. Well, he needed to roll it simply because if he got it near the pocket, blocks the other red.
Yeah.
Now he's given Simon a glorious chance. Yeah, I'll be disappointed, Will Jack there. He had a really good opportunity. And Simon doesn't look like he's got a great deal to do here. Just one good positional shot after this, and the ball should be in the open. Well, he's overrun that by quite some distance. Wow, he's overrun that by a long, long way. That's a poor shot. Just had to leave the cue ball in the middle of the table. He's overrun that by about 2 or 3 feet. He's absolutely guaranteed to be on a red. I mean, he is on a red still, but he's making it a little bit more difficult for himself. May choose to cut the red in the corner pocket. The cue ball's going around the table. It's a thin one. He'd love to hit the cue. He'd love to hit the 8 ball off the bottom cushion. Oh, well, he hit it and he's had a touch. He can get the red that's below the 8 ball, and that was his most difficult shot. Once he gets this, you do believe it's going to be frame over. Well, surely he's got to take the red next to the 8 ball there. Well, he's deciding against it. I'm very, very surprised that he didn't play the red next to the 8 ball. Then you play the shot he's played, one in the top right, one in the middle, and just drift over for the...
Yeah, he had a natural to get back to the same spot, didn't he?
Yeah, I understand why, but if he lands the wrong angle on his second to last red, he could leave himself in a bit of trouble. Yeah, this was such a natural position from this ball to the next red, where now he's going to have to actually play a shot, if you know what I mean by that. Rather than just roll the red in with a touch of spin, he's going to have to screw off the cushion, or towards the cushion. Well, it's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. He's just going to stun over now for the red, which we spoke about a couple of moments ago. One thing I did notice when I was out there, Simon, was the table plays quicker. I do believe the slate's been changed.
I think they have changed the slates, yeah. That happened, I think, between the afternoon and evening session yesterday.
Yeah, it's certainly playing a lot quicker, and it's very true as well. I had a couple of rolls yesterday which some of the players noticed. Great break. Hit them great. And
there you go.
He's being punished. Well, I say he's being punished. They're not that nice.
Not as nice as the break deserved. I mean, the control and the power, as always with Jack. I mean, he's one of the best at getting that cue ball right down the line.
I just think when you play that, though, when you're screwing it straight down the line, I think you're taking some of the power out of the break.
Look at the number of balls he's got into the top half, though, and the way they've clustered. It's not nice here for Simon.
Can he cut the yellow in? Well, there is a shot, and I don't know if you've seen it. He could roll the yellow in the middle and then play the plant. And if he can do that, they're all in the open. I think he has to do that. Roll the yellow in, plant the yellow. Oh, he's not hit it. That's poor. That is really poor from Simon there. Anywhere past where he is, he's perfect. He had a foot to land in there.
I'm not sure he's seen the shot.
He may have to pop the one over the pocket, and he does. He's got to get over to the left-hand side of the table here. Doesn't want to pop the white, though. Oh, that little flick there. That is very, very fortunate there from Simon. That little flick there just stopped the cue ball going in.
Just. Only just.
Well, that will hurt Jack. Especially if Simon clears up. See, if he was about 4 or 5 inches short there, he'd just plant the yellow, roll it through nice and easy. Well, he's gone gun-ho. Has he got lucky? No.
Well, nothing.
He's a little bit unlucky there, you know. He's played a good shot there and he's been a bit unfortunate. Can he pot the yellow? Yeah, if he could have potted the yellow there, this frame was over. But he's landed in the worst possible position he could land in. Bridging, got to screw it. Don't really know where the cue ball's going. Yeah, it was an unfortunate roll there, but both players have had chances in both frames. Is Jack going to take his?
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if that continues throughout the match. 2 big breakers. Normally lots of finishes from the break.
Yeah, Jack doesn't have too much to do here. He'd love to... Again, I'd like to play that as my last red into the centre, then the black in the right-hand corner.
So the one at the bottom becomes your penultimate ball.
Well, he caught the near jaw, but it dropped. Ooh, a little bit awkward. It wasn't missable, but now it is. I wouldn't expect him to miss it. He's just got to be careful with the cue ball. Nicely played there from Jack. I'm just wondering if he can pot the red in the top left-hand corner. Can he find the gap between the top 2 reds? Closest to where the yellow is. If you could find that gap, even cannon the red, but if you cannon it, you have to cannon it softly. Cannon it hard, you can knock it safe again.
Used all the pocket just to hold the white.
Yeah, I didn't realise he could hold the cue ball there. That was a good shot. Just soft little cannon now, maybe on the yellow. Well, decided against it. Well, he's over it, that one. I don't believe he played for the one in the middle.
No. Actually makes it a little bit more awkward.
Yeah, it's very responsive though, is his cloth, so he can get into the cue ball quite easy.
Yeah, just like that.
Played that nicely. Yeah, it's a little fiddly one, that one. Well, easy straight. Can he force this cue ball out off the cushion, or is he going to screw back? Nice shot there from Jack, and this formality 8 ball should be looking at 1-all.
Yeah, very nice from Jack Whelan. His opportunity to get going in the match, and as you say, both players have had a chance in both frames, but they have shared the spoils, one apiece. Back to our game. Simon Fitzsimmons with the break, and the cue ball awfully close. How's the 8 ball gone in there? Frustration. It's the only ball that does go down for Simon, so that comes back up, and it's a open table for Jack Whelan. Would be raving about this golden break on a Monday night, but not at the Pro Series.
Yeah, and they've come out sweet. Can he pot a red? I think he can get the red in the middle. And the reds are absolute rollings. You wouldn't expect Jack to miss from here. The hardest shot is the first shot.
Safely deposited and onto the next red. Maybe a touch too much angle.
Yeah, he needs to play this red really thin. If he plays the red really thin, what will happen is the cue ball will then hit the yellow, knock the yellow to the bottom cushion, and it'll be on the other red in the centre pocket. If he hits it thick, it won't be in position. Well,
hits it thick enough to miss the yellow.
Yeah, it's still not too bad. He's still got a little bit of work to do though. The red next to the 8 ball is the tricky one. Get rid of the 2 reds, one he's eyeing up now, then the one in the middle. I think he's home and dry in this frame. Nice shot there. Just pushing that red down. Once he plays the plant, it'll be automatic position. Maybe Jack's break next. Been playing a lot of Chinese pool as Jack recently. Got a table at his house. He's improved massively at that game.
Yeah, I feel like it just makes him a little bit vulnerable early in tournaments here, but once he gets going and gets that feel back, he's so dangerous.
He actually said to me the other day, he said, I don't expect to do anything in these events this weekend. Obviously, just come back from China, not played.
It was quite incredible. Of course, you knock in the combination straight afterwards, though. Just a tease, Connor.
Well, one thing I did notice was that the cue ball was getting a lot of chalk on it.
Yeah, you got it cleaned a few times.
I very rarely get the cue ball cleaned, and there was a lot of chalk on it. So maybe that had something to do with the bounce off the cushion, because for those of you at home who may not know, if you play a shot off the bottom cushion at the same pace and then play the exact same shot but chalk the cushion,
yeah,
it bounces miles farther.
Yeah.
Further, should I say. Jack's been a bit lucky as well there with the break. They didn't seem to split great, but he's not left Simon anything easy at all.
He didn't quite square him up as much as he normally does. You can tell by the line of the cue ball. Dry break, so Simon with the chance. But as you say, this is not easy.
Well, surely he should have been playing to leave the gap between the yellows, to pop the red in the right middle and develop his bad red. He's not even looked at it. It was a free shot. And should he have come too far, he could have then played the red in the other middle and gone 2 cushions and broke it out the other way. The more reds he pots here, the more he's going to be in trouble. Well, He's not happy with that one. What do you do here? This is awful.
Simon is a player that will dig. He wants to go. He always wants to go.
Yeah, this is not good whatsoever though. Can he play a double on the red? I'm not sure what he really can do. Well, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have done that. All he's done there is leave his balls tied up.
Would you want to open up the 2 on the left-hand side?
Yeah, you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself a chance where now Jack's in total control of this game. And Jack's just going to knock his yellow out here, leave the cue ball at the top end of the table, and Simon's going to be in a bit of trouble.
Comes down the other way, sort of leaves a shot on.
Yeah, and that is not a good shot for Jack either. Can Simon pot the red in the top corner pocket and develop his other red? I'm not sure he can. If he does, he'll have a shot. Is he just going to tip this red out? Is he going for the double? This is tough. Oh, what a great shot that is. What a fantastic shot that is. He's still a little bit awkward, you know. He may have to play a double with the 2 reds that are tied up together. Not sure. Can he cannon the yellow into the reds? This is too hard. And he's landed plumb on the double as well, you know. Lucky, unlucky, unlucky.
Yeah, could have done with that red just staying in the open a little bit more, but he'd be happy to be on the double.
Yeah, because all he's got to do now is pot the double and he's going to leave the other red in the middle. Perfect angle, go up the table for his red. May even screw up for the red off this. This is a straightforward double. Wow, he has been so lucky there, you know. He's still got to play a little tricky shot. He's gone too far with the cue ball. He needed it a bit further down, but oh, if this is me, I'm playing the red in the right-hand corner pocket just to make this
Get to the top
easy.
left-hand corner of the table, yeah. Guarantee the shot.
Yeah, because you don't want to land straight on the red because you can't get on the 8 ball then. Is he on it? It's
He's
tight.
just got there. Just, I think.
Yeah, he's on it.
8 ball does go bottom right, so he's got the line.
The problem we've got with this cloth that we're playing on now is he could jump straight into the yellow and snooker himself. He's got to be careful. Oh, he's played it with running left-hand side. That's a great shot. Really good shot there from Simon.
And an excellent out, you have to say. Okay, it was a, landing on the second double so nicely was, maybe a touch of fortune, but, there's some brilliant shots in there for Simon.
Well, he's made one. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I tell you what. Again, he's been really unfortunate there. It was a good break and the cue ball got kicked. What does he have? He's got the yellow in the middle. He'd love to be able to go for reds.
I suppose he can take the red along the bottom cushion, but where's he going from it?
That's the problem.
But where's he going with? If he takes the yellow in the middle, he's not going anywhere either.
He can punch into the yellow on the cushion and knock it up the table, but the reds are so much easier than the yellows. He could play a good safety, believe it or not. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. I didn't even realise he could screw that back. That's a brilliant shot.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic, and he gets the reds he wants.
Yeah, and the other good thing here is he's left a perfect angle to get on the red that's next to the yellow at the top left-hand side of the table. Well, he's playing a cannon. He's going to play this off the yellow, you know. For me, that was never the shot.
You don't need to, though, do you? There's so much room.
Yeah, you just pot the red what he's potted and screw to the side cushion. You're guaranteed to be on both the reds in the right and middle, or the red that is tied up at the top of the table. I mean, this isn't a tough shot, but it can still go wrong, and it has done. Shot selection has cost him that frame.
Yeah, the first shot was so good. One more good positional shot, and he's in position then to make it look easy.
Yeah, that was very poor from Simon there. I think he just saw the route what he wanted to take from the beginning and never even give it a second thought. Well, he needed to take a moment there, and I'm sure if he looked back at that game, he'd never play that shot. Still a little bit of work to do. Yeah, now Jack's in perfect position.
Excellent opening shot.
Yeah, that's good. He's going to play for the ball down the cushion after this. Just doesn't want to land straight. A nice little half ball angle. And that in turn will leave a perfect position to get onto the yellow over the right hand side of the table. That's perfect. Yeah, he should really be playing the one that is closest to now. Just come twice across with the cue ball, roughly to back where he is now. And that's perfect.
He's gone through this one. Absolutely on the dot every single shot. Yet another frame where both players get an opportunity, but it's Jack Whelan this time. Edges back in front, 3 frames to 2. Oh, lost the cue ball a little bit again. And he's dry again.
Wow, this is unbelievable. And they've come out terrible again. You don't see this very often. Yeah,
Jack's break talked about by so many, and even himself, he'll tell you, he gets himself so many good breaks and layouts where he calls them 3 frames. Not quite the case, but you get the point that the good layouts that he expects to get, that's not happening at all here in this match. Make a ball or dry, they're coming out awkward.
Yeah, these are not nice either. He's got to go yellows, and he'd love to be able to pot the yellow and develop the one on the left-hand side cushion. Good news, bad news. Played a great shot, and then the red's gone in front of the yellow that he needs to pot in the top left-hand corner. He's not getting the best of form at the moment. May have to pot the long yellow. That's the one. Pot the long yellow and leave the angle, so he can pot the one in the middle and break them all up. Basically try and play like a 3-ball plant. Well, he could pot the one in the middle. I didn't realise he could pot that. And that's a poor shot again, Simon. He's way too far. Or should I say too short? He should have been coming right up the table there. I mean, there is a shot where he can play. I'm not sure he can get position on it. If he can pot this and leave the half ball yellow into the same pocket, screw up the table and cannon the reds, and they'll all come out in the open.
He's going to be leaving it late.
Yeah, and like I said, he's been very unlucky, because for that red to land where it landed in front of the yellow, it's made this clearance so much more difficult. And I think you have to say that his second favourite. I mean, if he can get on the yellow in the middle, you know where the two are tied up at the top. If he can get on that in the middle, then he's a chance. Well, that's a good shot. It's a lovely shot. He'd love to be able to cannon the red, but I don't think he can get there. He may have to come off the top cushion and into the reds.
has to land on whatever he's moving. That's the problem.
Yeah, and he's got to play it with a lot of right-hand spin. The harder he hits this, the less chance he's going to go into him. Just come off the top cushion and into him, that's a shot. Yeah, he could never land on the yellow playing it that way. You have to come off the top cushion with side. And again, he's got no shot. He can do the double, but will the red go in front of the yellow? I think it will. He could potentially go up and down and push the yellow over the pocket. Wow, this is going to have to be soft. Yeah, and that was the problem, that because he was trying to get position on the yellow, he was always going to push the red in front of it. And another chance missed by Simon Fitzsimmons, and it wasn't an easy one.
Well, it's the pattern of the match, isn't it? We're feeling whoever gets first chance has got a really tough layout and they can't figure it out, and then the person comes to the table and counters.
Yeah, and these have come out nice again for Jack. He's not having to do much really. He's got to take the red next to the one in the middle. That's what's causing him an issue in this frame. Once he gets rid of that, then it's ABC. Pot this one, pot the other one in the top right corner, the two in the top left, and the one in the middle, and the one in the bottom cushion. Yeah, he doesn't have much to do here.
The only bit of work he does have is just making sure he doesn't land awkward when he comes down the table, but no traffic in the way.
Right, I think the only thing that can go wrong is if he gets a kick. He nearly missed that. That wasn't in the heart of the pocket. Yeah, he's just going to roll this in, make sure he leaves a good angle on the red in the middle. And that leave automatic position for his last red. Whatever you do, don't land straight. That is the worst place you can land, and it's amazing how many times it happens.
Yeah, and you guard against it and you leave yourself a little bit too high, and not this time though for Jack. That's perfect.
Yeah, he's played that well. He could have done with a bit more angle, but it shouldn't cause him a problem. Just roll this in with top right hand side. Use the side cushion while he's screwing it. Nicely played. And a simple 8 ball to take a 4-2 lead.
And Jack Whelan gets himself a couple clear. Cue ball straight in off. And, well, this looks like it could be the first good layout.
Oh, wow.
It is the first good layout. Wow. And this could be very quickly 5-2.
Miss them if you can. Yeah, that was a bad break. That wasn't unlucky. The cue ball went straight in. He's done that a couple of times, though. The cue ball has tracked towards that corner pocket. I did notice Tom Cousins was doing it quite a bit earlier.
I think it's one of the things that separates Jack's kind of break where he's screwing it back with others is he genuinely keeps it down the middle of the table more than most. Although today he's a little bit looser with it.
Yeah, I try to, when I break, I try to park the cue ball in the middle of the table. It's not an easy thing to do, to be honest. And there is what I was explaining earlier in commentary.
Yeah.
When you play them kind of shots with topspin, it doesn't react properly. It kind of like, it's as if you've got a kick.
It's sort of a slow. It doesn't get this actual spin on.
Yeah.
And he's short. And that's why he wants to be on the one on the cushion.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, I mean, it was such an easy clearance if he lands on that yellow. He had nothing to do. You literally couldn't miss. Oh, nudge. He was in off if he didn't hit the red.
I think he was playing the red, wasn't he? I think he was taking the view if he hits the red full in the face, he's perfect.
Yeah, it was a little bit brave there, because there has been a couple of bounce outs in that middle pocket.
Well, that solves the problem he created with the first shot, and back in perfect position now.
Yeah, it's perfect. He'd just played the plant and run the cue ball off the side cushion. Nice and easy. Has to play this slow, and could do with dragging it. Well played there. And he's in absolute prime position. And it's going to be 5-2 in approximately 20 seconds.
It's a second reverse clearance in the match for Jack Whelan. That's a little bit more like it for Jack Whelan.
Oh, look at them. Oh. He could turn around to his opponent now and say, which ones do you want me to go for?
Yeah.
They are sweet. You cannot ask for a better break than that. I think he'll take reds simply because once he pots one of the corner, that opens a pocket for the 8-ball.
Yeah, I don't think he has a good opener on yellows actually as well. He was immediately looking to see what he had into right centre, but they're sort of guarding each other.
Yeah, he's going to pot this one, pot the other one in the middle, play the plant, then play the one over the middle, and then the 8-ball. Got absolutely nothing to do here. This is his toughest shot. Stunning off 2 cushions. Oh, he's played 1 cushion. A little bit surprised he didn't use 2 there. Yeah, certainly be delighted with that break, will Jack. Oh, he's had a bouncer.
Oh, just for a second I thought he was going to land in the one place on the table. He had nothing on.
Yeah, nice little flick there. He would have been unlucky if he'd have been on nothing, but when you sat in your chair, you're just thinking, why couldn't he just roll on an extra inch?
Yeah, you're after anything, aren't you, in the chair there? You're just desperate to get back to the table somehow, some way. Doesn't look likely.
Yeah, Jack's in a position here where even if he lands short, he can use the yellow below the red to hold the cue ball for the 8-ball. He'd love to be straight on the red. Well, it's okay. I think he's gone a little bit further than he wanted to, but it's totally fine. Just stun the cue ball back an inch to guarantee yourself being on the 8-ball.
Same thing, using the cushion, but simple enough 8-ball for Jack Whelan. Quite amazingly, I think that's the first break clearance in the match.
Yeah, just got to keep battling. I mean, he's changed his break now. He just needs to stay away from the corner pocket.
Better cue ball.
Yeah,
still no friends.
They're just not splitting properly. They've not split there. And that's what happens when you screw it. Takes all the power out of the balls, really.
He's left a good layout though.
Yeah, the balls are being kind to Jack now.
Yeah, a match full of really awkward layouts. The last 3 for Jack have been good.
Yeah, he's going to pot the yellow, run to the top cush, pot the other yellow, land on the one that he's just been looking at, and then the frame's over. Just look at how wide that threw there. I mean, that should be going nowhere near enough.
Yeah. Even you said when I spoke to you earlier this weekend, even though you know it's happening, it's still hard to believe how much it's happening.
Honestly, it throws so much more than any normal table that you've ever played. And it's just, you can't replicate this table for some reason. You know, if you had the same cloth, same everything in your house or at your club, it'd still play totally different. I'd love to pot this and cannon the red. Surely he's got to pot this yellow, cannon the red, and then he's got nothing to do whatsoever. Just a nice little soft full ball cannon. Like that. And that is game over. He's got stun, 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 stun.
Yeah, that is pattern play. Get yourself in a position with 5 shots to go where you don't have to play a shot.
Well, what has he done there? Surely you'd be leaving yourself straight on that, or short. I mean, he's still okay, but he certainly didn't want to land there. Well, this can go wrong. He's losing the cue ball.
Wow, it's amazing, really, because you said it. He got himself in the position where it was just, you know, stop shots. He was in absolutely perfect position just to keep it clean and simple, and he's gone out of position by a couple of rolls, and all of a sudden he's got to play a shot again.
Yeah, he's going to screw this and try and either find the gap or cannon the red that's above the 8 ball. Doesn't want to flick it half ball. Well, that's nice. One more positional shot, and you're going to see Jack Whelan in the semi-final. Nicely played.
Yeah, nicely done. A very tight match early on. The chances started coming Jack Whelan's way towards the end, and he's not missed a trick with them. And it is the wonder that marches on. He'll be taking on Chris Melling in the semi-finals a little bit later on. Chris, thank you for joining us for this one. Always interesting to have you commentating on your next opponent.